long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE. Good morning.
Morning, Houston,
Who wants
Texas.
to party?
Friday.
September 22nd of 2023, and it is 5:59 a.m. Oh, we have to wait 10 seconds before we can start talking. No, we punch in early.
Yeah, that's all right. This is
It's
bonus
the whole
seconds.
gang. It's Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam, and here we go with our Friday show. I know a lot of people are really excited because we've got Olivia Rodrigo tickets to give away. It's Beyonce weekend here in Houston. She's going to be here on Saturday and Sunday. There's lots to cover, but let's kick it off what we usually kick it off with, because if you're in the car usually at this time and you missed Roula and Ryan's Roses yesterday, you probably want to know how that turned out.
All right, so Monday morning at 7:20, we'll try and get you an update with Taylor, find out how the weekend went, and if we got some answers about Lisa and Mike.
And we had so many great calls.
Too many calls about that.
Oh, yeah.
The Dominic guy,
He was the best.
so good.
Dominic
yesterday.
said, "Single women make women keep women single. Single women keep women single." Because he's talking about single girls who are trying to move in on married women's men or people who are in relationships men, thus far making the women who weren't single.
I think what's so interesting about roses, we'll be going through it, and we've done, throughout the history of this show, over 1,000 roses. But every time we think we know where it's going to go, oh, yeah, I know what he's going to be doing, then they do something weird that I just never anticipated. You know, it's like, wow.
Humans evolve and change.
I guess so. And not for the better.
No, I don't.
Not for the better.
We get all this technology. What do we want to do? We want to have relations with stuff or use it to cheat.
Yeah.
It's never to help mankind.
It's just life. Does not need to be
There's a
this
story in
complicated.
the
Just keep it
news
simple.
about a guy who was using all the dating apps just to rob girls. Did y'all see that last night?
No.
Oh, that's a low.
Yeah, there's
Tell
a
me
guy.
more.
It's on ABC 13. If you go to their website, he would, you know, just from his mugshot.
So he's like the Tinder swindler.
Well, the swindler would take their money and romance them and drag them
He'd
along. This
rob
guy
their
was
house?
legit like robbing people.
Oh, so he's just like
he
a
would-
cat burglar.
Yeah, he was just an actual dirtbag who would just use girls. Here it is, man accused of using dating and other apps to lure and rob their victims.
Oh, my God.
He would meet them on Tinder and Grindr, as well as an Uber driver and DoorDasher. In one instance, a victim was forced to drive to El Campo and back to Harris County.
Oh, damn.
You can click
that
the
is
link at
terrible.
ABC 13.
So they caught him, obviously, and
Yeah.
he's out on
20
bond.
years old.
But
Here he's
fine.
only 20? He's
Yeah.
a kid.
But what about those people back in the day? They would look in the newspaper, see who
classifieds?
died, and they'd see when they're having their funeral, and then they'd go rob their houses. That is
Yep.
the lowest.
I think they still do
The
that.
lowest of the low.
That's why I don't understand why people even put that stuff in the newspaper. I saw a newspaper the other day.
Obituaries?
Yeah, obituaries. I'm like, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
No one
I mean,
sees
you
it.
just
Nobody
feel like-
sees it, and then
But you have to put it in there because that's when you have some old school. Usually it's like
Yeah.
the older people, right?
Well, yeah, because a
Their
lot of...
like community doesn't know how to find out when and where the funeral is unless you put it in the paper.
But Houston's
Yeah,
so
Rula's
big.
right.
I understand if it's like a small town, Hooterville, you know.
Well,
Hooterville.
I mean, look, when
My
my dad
hometown, I
passed
get
away...
that because it's like there's 10,000 people. Yeah,
Still, I think it's
everyone.
just like an honor thing. Like when my father died, now granted it was 19 years ago,
Yeah,
I
it's a
put
different
his
time.
obituary in the Chronicle. I wrote an obituary for him, and I put it in there. And
I mean, it's fine to do it. I'm just saying when you put those times, just be careful because you can be opening yourself up to get robbed.
Yeah, I never thought about it. No,
When
no,
my
do
dad
it.
passed away, we had to put that in the paper because for obvious reasons, and because of exactly what you're talking about, Eric. We had cops at my mom and dad's house
Yep, because you never
during
know.
the funeral, so that nothing would happen. And another thing that dirtbag robbers also do is they look at wedding announcements
Oh, yeah.
because they say what the wedding day is.
Or Facebook,
So-
they see when you're on vacation.
So have some security, I guess, if you're having a big family event where no one's going to be
Eric's
home for
right.
hours and hours.
About the Facebook thing. Well, it just depends. If you're the kind of person that you only have Facebook friends where you actually know them, if you've got 5,000 Facebook friends, chances are they're not your friends. It's
Yeah.
like nobody knows 5,000 friends,
Even
okay, in
800.
real life.
Even if your number is 800,
Yeah.
you'd be shocked how fast your number is 800. And it's acquaintances and, you know, it depends on how you use your Facebook.
Like, I
Some
think I
people use
literally
Facebook
have
as their main. Some
100
people use
Facebook
it
friends.
just for family. I don't even know how many I have because I really don't. Y'all, the icons aren't on
circle.
my phone anymore.
My first-
like, I have to actually look it up to make the icon pop
Most
up.
guys, when we first started on Facebook and other stuff, you just,
Yeah.
oh, that's a pretty girl. All right, I'll let her follow me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a lot of guys did that. And then you
A
realize,
lot of guys meaning looking at you.
oh, yeah, I'm guilty of it, but a lot of guys did that. And especially,
I mean, isn't that like Instagram?
yeah, Instagram. You just
You just
Instagram.
follow people because
It was
you
the
like
first of the
Like I don't know how it
socials.
works for like normal people. Like in our business, we
them. Normal people.
like because we're weirdos and we have to have followers.
People that
and
are not
stuff.
involved in the entertainment
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah, because they want those numbers.
That's actually a good point, Eric. I don't know
Like
if
if I
we
was
were
just-
not in a public forum.
And my wife
if we
doesn't
were not
care.
in a public forum. I guess I would just have as many people on my Instagram that are commenting or looking at it as I have on my personal Facebook, which is mostly family. And I think a lot of people are under the what's the word? What's the word? It's wrong security, or like you're
False?
mistaken security, that nobody else is looking at this but like my family and my friends.
And then it gets
because
ya.
the dark web finds a way to just see all your, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like these baseball players or athletes.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden they go back and see what they said when they were 16.
Oh, yeah.
They're out.
Yeah, canceled.
Yep. So
Because people can't make mistakes and they don't grow.
that is a good point. You can learn from your mistakes.
Hell yeah. I'm not the same person I was even like 10 years ago, not even 5 years ago. You should hope that you're going to evolve and you're going to become more enlightened, that you'll learn from your mistakes. I said a lot of stupid things when I was younger. I probably will still say stupid things today, but I hopefully will learn from them tomorrow.
And when it happens, I'll let you know. We'll ring a bell.
Oh, hell yeah, you will.
Well, the stupid
All
bell.
right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, this is pretty fun. NSYNC did an interview about all the things. And the whole thing of it's going to be May came up because Justin Timberlake lives forever in infamy on social media because of that. The night before the 1st of May, all those memes come up. It's going to be May.
Look at Earth,
right?
Wind, and Fire yesterday.
Oh my God! Yes, 21st September.
Do
That
you
song was
remember?
used everywhere.
Half that
except
band
for
is
us,
dead
we
and-
forgot until the end of the show.
Yeah.
So he explains why he sang it that way, and it's not what you think. It's kind of interesting. You're going to hear that in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be hot again. Sunshine. Here we are. The 22nd day of September.
So hot
And it's a
yesterday.
high of 94, y'all. Lots of
But yeah,
sunshine
but 94
today.
is better than 105
Oh, yeah.
that had been a couple weeks ago.
It's
Isn't that like almost
definitely-
refreshing? I haven't been
definitely.
outside, but is it
So-
refreshing at all?
It's not refreshing today. Right now, 79 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm proud to introduce
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. Hey, I want to remind you guys, I know it's Friday and you're probably going to forget everything you learned today by Monday, but next week at 7:40, that's usually when we do a Celebrity Scoop. Every single day at 7:40 next week, we're going to play a game called Snake Oil. Now, this originally was a deck of cards that we introduced you to years and years and years ago. And now Fox 26 has a game show called Snake Oil hosted by David Spade. So every day we give you a chance to win $104. And on Friday, the 4 winners of the previous days come together to battle for $1,000.
Ooh,
Courtesy of Fox 26.
that's a nice prize.
Some good money.
And it's a fun game, too.
And this game show looks fun because basically they have like commercials to make one product look. They're both one was fake, obviously, and one
One
is
is
real.
fake, one is
and
real.
they're both weird, and they have commercials to make them both look real. And you got to try and pick which one.
Oh, that'll be
I'm just
fun.
going by what I saw in the trailer.
That'll be
I'll-
fun.
I'll find out Wednesday when I watch it. I'll know more, I guess. And David Spade's always good.
We need like something lighthearted like that too. You
That's
know,
what I
you
like.
need something to cleanse the palate from time to time. Can't always watch doom and gloom and
Need some game
heavy
shows.
documentaries. You gotta, or reality TV. Even get burned out on that. It's just nice to have something fun and light.
Yep.
Yeah, Snake Oil is going to be on Fox 26, hosted by David Spade. Get your chances at some cash next week during the Scoop at 7:40. Instead of Scoop, we'll be playing that game. Okay, so NSYNC is on the verge of announcing something. We don't know what it is because they're doing way too much press together. They're doing way too much Instagram together. It's very weird that they would be doing this much and nothing happens.
Just
So
for
every once
trolls?
in a while, a reunion tour, and then maybe there's rumors of a Super Bowl performance
Vegas.
of some sort.
People are doing Vegas.
A residency at the Spear.
Oh,
Something.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Something is brewing, and we don't know what it is yet. But the fact they're doing interviews all together and acting like, oh, we're just 5 friends that came back together for no reason. This is kind of a fun interview that they did talking about just in the past of all their favorite songs and, having to come together to record with different producers. And It's Gonna Be Me is a huge hit for them. For me, I love the video more than I love the song because it's the one where they're in the toy store and they play like their Barbie doll at Ken Dolls. It's fascinating. That video is great. And every single what is it, man? April 30th on Instagram, everywhere, on Facebook, everywhere, all over the world. It's Justin Timberlake's face, and it says it's going to be May. And that's the joke, because it doesn't sound like he's saying me. Sounds like he's saying May.
It's gonna be
and in this
May.
interview, they explain why that happened. Here you go.
The hook on It's Gonna Be Me has that May punctuation because Justin got a note from a producer that was, yeah, I need you to say it more like May, like a meaner me.
I don't remember if the specifics were a meaner me, but I sang, it's gonna be me. And he was like, no. And he was like, it's May.
Yeah.
May.
You also remember their Swedish accents.
Yeah,
and,
he is.
and they were and
It
they had
was-
done a demo of it, and they were like, "It's like this."
Right.
That was very
It was like
Italian, actually.
lost in translation. Yeah, well, you know what's funny? Specifically to Max Martin, the parts of their English that were broken actually made them catchier songwriters
Yeah.
because they would put words away that almost didn't make sense, but when you sang them, they were more memorable. Right? And yes, it was a specific note that I got, and I was just like, this guy's crazy. And
This is going to be so meme worthy.
yeah, I knew one day they're going to invent this thing called memes. But yes, it was a specific note, and I did it the way that he requested, and that's what made the record.
That's really interesting.
May.
So
Say
I did not
May.
know that their producer sounded like the guy that's doing the IKEA commercial.
Also, what is this? What was this from?
This is from Hot Ones.
The Hot
It was
Ones,
like
the guys with the buffalo, the hot sauce. You eat wings, he interviews you, and then they go hotter and hotter and hotter.
Okay, because
yeah,
the
and they,
music,
they were showing the Tums. They were eating Tums.
the
and
music
eating,
behind it sounded like a real look into the problems of
Like
instinct.
behind the music?
Yeah, behind the music. Like
The
You're right, you're right.
solemn, poignant, like
music.
The turning point.
Con-
of the, yeah.
And
like
this
you're
next clip
contemplating.
from this interview, and by the way, that's another one of the memes, like I said. They were doing you see them all over Instagram. It's where they were saying, God, we can't do this anymore. They were doing the hot sauce, Eric,
Yeah.
and they were showing them with the table full of Tums and antacids and all the and Pepto-Bismol
Yeah, but they have to
and all
talk.
the stuff to help them because they're in their 40s now.
Yeah, they have to, answer his questions while
Right.
dying inside.
So Chris Kirkpatrick, which actually, he was ridiculed a lot over the last, I think like the first 10 years of the ending of NSYNC, he was ridiculed a lot. There was this entire Saturday Night Live game show skit where Justin Timberlake was the host and they were like, who am I? And he didn't know who Chris Kirkpatrick was. Like to show like, oh, he got shade. He doesn't know who Chris
It's like
is.
the Ringo of the Beatles. There's always someone in the group they have to.
Yeah. But even
least
though
amount of
Chris,
respect.
in the history of NSYNC, Chris was the
I get
first
it.
kid that was recruited to be in sync, and then the rest fell in line. So Chris answers this question about the mechanics behind a great boy band, and he brings One Direction's name into play. But I think what he's saying is making really good sense. Listen to this.
How would you break down the vocal ranges and sonic mechanics that go into making a great boy band?
I think the crazy part about it is that you have a lot of these bands that were put together, and even the really good bands. One Direction.
Not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah, One Direction's an amazing band, but you have 5 guys that are amazing singers and great soloists. So when they come out and do songs, it's like you fight over where is this going to be. We kind of knew we sucked at singing certain things, so it was like we just fell into our spots. We fell into our spots, and we knew our place. It was like I knew I'd be the high stuff. These guys would do the leads. Joey would be in the middle, and Lance would be on the bass. So it was a lot easier since we started with a sound rather than 5 amazing vocalists. I mean, not to say we're not, but I just did.
At least he owns it, right? He knows he couldn't take the leads.
That's really
There's a fight
endearing.
over the leads.
I like self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, that was
man.
good.
Remember we saw him in Miami?
Yes.
Bar?
Again?
Yeah.
And Eden Rock Hotel. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
that was,
yes,
wasn't that
yes,
when
we
you
saw
saw
him.
Paul Giamatti, the actor,
Yeah,
the same day?
They were filming Rock of Ages, and that's the hotel that they all stayed at. Tom Cruise, I don't think, stayed
And
there.
the guy who ran the chicken house or whatever it's called.
Oh, he's dead now.
Oh, yeah, what was that guy's name? Something Hoff.
Dennis Hoff.
Dennis Hoff. Yeah, he had
Oh,
that
the
reality
Chicken Ranch
show,
guy, or
Bunny
not Chicken Ranch, but
The Bunny
whatever.
Ranch.
Bunny
The Bunny Ranch.
Whatever it was.
He actually
Problem.
offered anybody, if you put me on your show, I'll let you sleep with one of these women here. And he brought like 3 prostitutes with
It
him.
was
Yeah,
so
it was-
weird.
I'm like,
It was
What?
so
Messed
Yeah,
up.
no,
It was
for
so
real,
Yeah,
Sam.
Sam.
I'm like,
it was
gross.
that radio convention we go to, and it
Yes.
was disgusting. And most women will like walk out of the room.
Yep.
Like most women were like, "This is repulsive," because he basically was prostituting women, but for free. Like
Yeah,
the chicks
yeah,
were there.
it was
and they're like,
disturbing.
"Yeah, if you put us on your show, you can sleep with one of these girls."
He was basically walking around these poor girls. They look like,
Disgusting.
Because
like
he was
they're
from
his
Nevada,
slave.
right?
Yeah.
Where or Vegas, wherever it's legal.
Rump or whatever.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I know. Look, I want to do Open Phones Friday, so we'll talk about the Joe Jonas, Sophie Turner drama in the next scoop. But yeah, it's getting pretty bad. She claimed she didn't even know they were getting divorced until he announced it in the media.
Oops.
And it's just going downhill from there with the kids and the custody. But let's open the phones at 713-390-KRBE. That is our phone number. That's 5723.
You
That's
can
what
call
spells
us
out
about
KRBE on your phone.
anything at all. Whatever's on your mind, you can ask us a question. You can tell us what's happening in your life.
Interesting story. Maybe there's something you heard this week on the show and you want to bring back, talk about it.
713-390-KRBE.
Yeah, Open Phone Friday. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Back to Roula and Ryan.
Okay, it is Open Phone Friday at 713-390-KRBE. Before we get to some of these calls, we do have a few listener lines. People have been flooding the listener line all week long, and you know what? I would say the person that's got the most positive hype right now is our very own Ahmad.
Ahmad, you're a star.
Ahmad week.
Ahmad is a star.
It is his week. It is his time. He won Rapid Fire.
He was on the streets and he did some great segment earlier this week. He's also going to Beyonce this weekend, so he's good. Space City Pretty is his handle. You can see all of his outfit and everything's going to be doing. He's going to be out there, out and about for Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give you some Beyonce info in the news. But here's Ahmad. Welcome into the studio. Here's your big, you've got just a slew of calls. People loving your song.
Woo, Ahmad! You won Rapid Fire. I am obsessed with the new song. Beat the haters, man. That was great. I'm so proud of you. I love the song today. Loved the song yesterday. That grumpy girl who called, girl, bye. You don't even know. We love you, Ahmad. Yay!
Now, in case people have not heard it, in case people haven't heard your song, why don't we play it real quick?
Okay.
It's really good.
Why
I like
not?
it.
It's
This is
basically
a victory song.
Victory song.
I just won Rapid Fire. The rest of the show should just retire because I am really smart and they lost. I just won Rapid Fire. I just won Rapid Fire. You suck.
So for those that missed Rapid Fire on Wednesday, that's every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You know, the thing is, Ahmad has played quite a few times, but didn't have a victory song for the times that he won. And he was in the finals with Eric, and it was like, well, we can't let you hear Ahmad's song unless he wins. So
So you
had he
created
not
your
won,
own.
we still would not know that song existed.
Exactly.
I hate to lose. I never want to lose, but if I had to lose, I'm glad I lost to you. And I got to hear that song.
We got that song.
I thought we all won. by
That
hearing
means a lot coming from you, man, baby.
Now we need to find someone that can play instruments, and because what happens is that you got that audio. It's like the Burger King theme, and the problem is we can't put it on our socials because it's copyrighted.
Right.
So
if we do a cover of it,
Is it copyrighted if
But
it's not the same lyric?
I don't think we can even do a cover of it. I think we have to think of it
because you have to pay
like a knockoff, right?
but you have to pay
Cover or what?
royalties.
You can do a cover.
But will
and,
they play it here? Because I don't know the rules. Like sometimes they're like, nope, Eric, it's got to be
An original song.
I don't
What
think
if he just sang it a cappella? I think it's really about his
No.
voice, isn't it?
That would make it even
I
worse
don't know.
than what
It's
it
the beginning
is.
of that song. Play the very beginning. Kind of
We
get you
can
in the
try
mood.
it right now live,
Yeah.
Ahmad. Sing it a
Yeah,
cappella.
try it. Go ahead.
All right, here it is.
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
horrible.
Ready?
Ahmad just
I
won
see.
Rapid Fire. The rest of the show should just retire.
Keep going.
Really great, and they lost. It's Ahmad. I just mixed up the two songs.
He can't even remember the lyrics to his own song. Ahmad on the
What's
street.
the other song? Can we play the other song?
He had
so
a
our
mod
6
on the
o'clockers know
street.
that
Out on the
song?
streets, and then my Rapid Fire song.
Yeah, can you play the Out on the Street song? Because we just played the Rapid Fire Victory song,
Yeah,
but the
how'd
6
that one
o'clockers
go?
don't know the Out on the Street song.
Yeah.
Maybe Sam can pull that up.
It's
real quick.
Ahmad out on the street. Will they even talk to me? I just hope I don't get punched in the face. It's Ahmad out on the street. It's Ahmad out on the street. He's great.
He's great.
See the band. I like it with that band. We just need
Yeah.
we need a real band out there to like.
Like a
I
bass
can get you a
guitar.
band. I know some bands.
I just don't know if that counts. Like if we really play that.
I think it does. And I want to record with him like a Disney movie.
But like YouTube would pick it up.
It's a
though.
cover, Eric. When we do radio song pop or whatever we were doing, we could play the karaoke version. We couldn't play
But
the
can we
real
put it on like
version.
YouTube? Because YouTube, they hear stuff and then they.
and then they're
It's
quick
not-
to sue.
They won't hear it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You're
it's all
overthinking
good.
it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phones. Open
not
phone
watermark.
Friday, 713.
You know our cumulus lawyers.
Yep.
The legal department. They're so busy. 713-390-KRBE. Roxana is up first on line 3. Hi, Roxana. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
What you got?
Hey. What's going on in your world, Roxana?
I'm good. I don't know if you heard the little voice in the back saying good morning, but that's my 4-year-old daughter, Liliana.
Oh, hi,
Good
Liliana.
morning.
Hello.
Oh, that's cute.
Sweet.
Loves listening to you guys in the morning. She's always asking for KRB, and when she hears you guys on the radio, she's always like, Mommy, can we go there?
Sure.
And I have to explain to her that it's not a place that we necessarily go.
You can, though.
You could if you want to come up and bring her up here sometime. Just let us know.
Ooh,
For
did you
real.
hear that?
She might be disappointed,
Let us
though.
Yeah, you're probably bored.
Yeah.
I've been in the studio a couple of times over the years, but she's never been, and she doesn't understand. But she's so surprised to hear that other people have KRBE in their cars too.
Oh,
Aw.
how funny.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cute.
That's
She thinks
really
we're just
cute,
for her.
Liliana.
Yep.
Aw.
Aw.
What'd you
What did
say?
she say?
She says, I want to go in there, please. She says, I want to go in there, please.
Oh,
Okay. Well, if you want
Well,
to
hang on the
schedule an
line.
appointment,
We'll get your
we'll bring you up
information
here.
off the air, and you can come visit. It doesn't look like
Yay.
Candytopia, though. I just want to warn you now.
No.
It
Like,
doesn't
Mommy,
look like Candytopia.
it's a gray, boring building.
I know.
But we're
You wanna
fun,
go there?
and our studio's fun.
Yeah?
I want to meet her so when she meets us for the first time and hears our voices, because she used to
Sees our face,
Yeah, used to
yeah.
the speakers, and then that's
Right,
gonna be
because
weird.
you'll
These
see us
are
in
real
real life.
people.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
That
Mom will
would
get it.
be fun to see them, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for raising her right, Roxana. Thanks for raising her right. It's Open Fun
Sorry,
Friday.
thank you.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks,
Mom
honey.
will get
We'll
your
get your info.
Hold on.
And for those of you who are tuning in the 6 o'clock hour, I said this yesterday. A lot of people listen to us in the window of time that they have. Some can put their AirPods in or their earbuds in at work to listen to us and catch the whole show. But for many that don't, they come back around, they listen to us at whatever time is convenient for them, and then you want to chime in on the show. Well, we still want to have you chime in on the show, give us your opinions, and that's why we give out the listener line number so often at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone. And, you can make comments, compliments, complaints, all the things. Let's see. Who do you want to go to next?
Ooh, was it Melissa on line 2?
Yeah. Melissa, hi. Welcome
What's
to the
she
Roula and
have?
Ryan Show.
Awkward.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning.
Morning.
It's Friday.
It's a good morning. Are you going to make it a bad morning? What's your question?
Oh, yeah.
Why is
my
Kevin
gosh,
saying awkward?
So I have a question for you guys since you've been working together so long. When you guys first worked together, I'm sure that it took time to gel or create this dynamic that you guys have, which is amazing. What did you guys do, or mostly probably Eric, what did you do to create camaraderie amongst your team?
I don't think you can create camaraderie.
Eric had
You
to
just
create
either
the
have it.
camaraderie because he's the executive
I
producer
think the key
of
is
the show.
the key is to find people that don't really hang out with each other. I know it sounds weird because we all, in here it works really well. But if you have 5 people that are all best friends, then it's not fun for the listener because they feel like, hey, I'm just
Like too inside.
You're in high school and you see that group
Inside
of kids
joke.
over there by the
cool
locker, the cool
kids.
kids talking, and you're not involved. It's like that sucks. You want people that are
Plus,
a
you
little
know each
different.
other's stories.
And I
because
think we
you were
were
all there
all-
together when it happened.
Yeah, so
We
that's
were
why
all at different points in our life, too. Like when we started the show, I had a baby. Now she's a full-grown,
adult
woman, adult out in Los Angeles. And Eric, you had just recently gotten divorced. Roula was the young single girl out on the scene.
Loved my TiVo.
I think
Remember the TiVo?
we lucked out because we took 3 people that were talented and put them together, and it worked. And then we were able to bring in other talented people. So you find talent and people that are different and love to work hard, and then that's the success. And then, like Ahmad, we just brought him in. He's been here, but then the last few months he's really stepped up, and he's bringing it.
He's blossomed. He's
Blossom, and people are having fun with
Melissa,
him.
it's really about finding people. Eric said, find people with talent. Most people don't even know they have it. You gotta see that spark in them to see what can you pull out of them. Because think of all the people we've had on our show over the years. We had intern Super Dave. We have all these different interns that you remember the names of or did crazy stuff on
Mumbles.
our show. They didn't even know they had that in them. Like Ruben in the U-Haul for Thanksgiving.
Adrian, he went on to be
Mayflower.
Hoss. He was on a bunch of radio shows
Yeah.
in town here.
Adrian
It's
was
interesting
Hoss.
how it all started, too, because it started with just Roula and myself. And I thank God those tapes don't exist anymore because it was a brutal thing. And we knew we wanted to bring in a producer. We brought in Eric. He joined about 4 months later. And
I was pretty much there from day one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was calling you on the phone. I'm like, dude, we need
Ryan
help.
kept calling the poor man.
I'm trying to work
driving
my
him
show in
crazy
Dallas,
and then
man.
bringing the bits, and I go, oh, okay, I guess so.
We want you.
At
Come
least
on.
bought me a beer, but no, you did even better. You got me a job and got me here and met my wife. It all worked out pretty damn
Yeah,
awesome.
so it's
And Kevin, we knew him from.
He was working at Mega 101, and we saw him. We're like, hey, let's get that kid
Actually,
over.
he came to us. We didn't see him. He pushed his way in, which
that
was
poor
great.
kid was
That's what you
cracking.
need.
We were just trying to save him.
You
We threw him a
were
life
dealing with like a high-stressed, high-tension job.
Excuse me, guys. Are you sued?
It's like a hostage video.
So beat down. Melissa, he was so beat down. He was like, please save me.
I think I'm going to hate radio.
Yeah, you were almost ready to just like say, I'm done with it.
Yes. And
That was just
luckily,
last week.
I actually left that show and moved to Virginia to do my own show, but then that radio station flipped. So then, luckily, y'all were like, "Come on back here. We'll give it a try, give it a whirl."
But if you recall, they would not hire you. So Roula and I hired you.
Yes, paid me under the table. I cursed at you on my first week on the show, so that set the tone for you and I. We had to dump out.
Oh yeah,
because I cursed at him. He probably insulted one of my prank calls, and I was new and very sensitive at the time. I'm still sensitive.
At the time, we didn't know who was going to do the prank calls.
Oh yeah,
it was Mojo.
They took turns every other week, so it gave them time to try and.
Do you remember that, Melissa, at all? Do you remember we used to do the prank off every other week? Was either Mojo or Kevin?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, so I've been listening for 15 years when I moved here.
Wow.
For you guys.
Awesome.
So
That's awesome.
We've been on KRB at 17 years.
I love you guys.
Well, we love you.
Great.
You asked for the time, and we built you a clock.
Damn, did we ever?
Hey, we're lucky.
That was a good, long, detailed answer for Melissa. Thanks for calling. Have a great weekend.
All right.
Have a happy Friday. Bye.
Hey, yo. Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. This is a cause that's very near and dear to my heart. The American Foundation of Suicide Prevention is doing something very special tomorrow. It's called the Out of the Darkness Community Walk, and it's a journey of remembrance, hope, and support. And this is going to be in Pasadena, y'all. Check-in time is at 9 a.m., and then the walk starts at 10 a.m. at the Burke Crenshaw Park Pavilion, and this is in Pasadena. If you'd like to learn more, go to afsp.org. You can register. There's no registration fee to participate. You can register in person at the walk from the check-in time. And I'm telling you, it's just so inspirational. You will learn so much. And I mean,
And you realize
it'll
you're not
move
alone.
your heart. You're not alone. You're not alone. Whether you're a victim of this, you had somebody in your family that took your life, or you've been having those thoughts, I mean, you definitely want to show up. It's going to be tomorrow morning in Pasadena at 9 a.m. Please come out. And if you'd like to learn more, afsp.org. You can learn
We've
so
been hitting
much.
Pasadena a lot. Didn't Sam, are you going to Pasadena
you
or was
were
that
there.
last week?
Unfortunately, it got canceled because of the thunderstorms, but I
storm.
will be out there this Monday from 5 to 7 with KRBE.
Sweet.
So Monday,
Look at that, we're
I
hitting
will
Pasadena.
try and remind everybody. Goodness, remind everyone Monday that I'll be there from 5 to 7.
Pre-remember me.
Yes, thank you. Right.
All right, so Beyonce is this weekend. Drivers, if you decide to park directly at NRG Stadium, you need to know that it's going to be $40 cashless parking. So if you're getting a ride, you can get dropped off and picked up at the yellow lot. The entrance through gate 16B off of Main Street. That's where you're going to be. Metro is doing something. Metro Rail riders can take the red line from Fannin South lot, which is a $20 parking lot, and get off at the Stadium Park Astrodome station exit.
Do
And
that.
by the way, yeah. And by
Wait,
the way,
I have one more little idea for you.
Tell
Yeah.
us, Kevin.
After 6 p.m., it is free to park on the streets of Houston, so you get close to one of those stops, the Metro Rail stops. Now, you want to get one earlier in the ride, because by the time it gets to Fannin, unfortunately, it might be full. So get a little bit into downtown, get one of those smaller stops, park for free on the street, walk up to the train.
How festive do you think that rail's going to be?
Oh,
the
yeah.
outfits and the it's going to be.
I mean, it's like rodeo.
I'm
Oh my
just
God,
right
if
ahead
you
to
are
watch.
on that Metro Rail this weekend, please tag KRBE on all the
That's
socials
gonna be a
when you take
party.
a picture of the fabulous outfits.
I want to see that.
For sure. Metro's doing so many things right now. They have this idea right now. It'd be a new set of shared bikes. This could actually happen with Houston as Metro officials are considering a $10.6 million integration of a cycling transit system. So this would start. It would start with 20 stations in early 2024. The plan would be to charge a price for bikes similar to buses and trains, where a person would pay $1.25 and you get a bicycle for 3 hours.
I thought we had bikes already. I see some.
They have that B cycle, and that's about ready to go under.
Yeah,
it's about ready to. It's about ready to collapse.
Well, they're trying to bridge right now. The city's going to bridge a gap between Metro taking it over and doing it right, I guess. And then
they probably know how to do it better.
The buses also have bike holders on them, so it'll be easy to integrate.
It's too hot in Houston.
I want to.
That's probably why it didn't so well.
Right now, but there's another 7-8 months of the year where you could be doing this.
Unless we all get electric bikes.
What,
Come on,
7
people.
8 months out of the year, it's so hot.
Wait, not electric. That's not exercise.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That would be so
I love my
expensive.
bike. I need a gang. I want a gang of Pedigo bikes. Come on, I can't be
just
the only
pedal.
one.
But if there's not even any hills in Galveston,
I can still
and
pedal.
you have an electric
That
bike.
wind-
That sand is really hard, Kevin.
That's sand in the
Spell
wind.
over on the dunes.
We have still yet to do a pedal party, like the whole show.
Yeah,
pedal party.
Well, that's
too
a whole
hot.
different animal.
Yeah.
Let's wait till November.
Exercise and get intoxicated at the same
I
time.
sweat while I drink and have to work out.
Yeah, just
I'll
sweat
wait till it's
booze.
really cold, and so then I'll want to work out more and warm myself up with the
Yeah.
alcohol
I like
and the
it.
pedaling.
I like that idea. February.
Okay. Coming up next, Special K's got a prank call for us.
He got hit in a Megalomart parking lot. And he thinks that it's all over and done with, but we're going to come for some cash because we just got the video footage. He lying.
Oh,
lying.
Oh, God, this prank call might be a beat-up call. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.